We are starting from El Salvador International Airport. This airport is well designed, with rich details, and a nice night view. The transition to northeast after takeoff is called Mutal 3, and the flight level is 10,000. There are no special hindrances, so that the takeoff procedure is a standard one.
D1. Rotating. D2.
The B747-8 from SSG has a features that other aircraft models do not have. First, rolling on the ground you can see on the navigation display the airport plan and the runways for your takeoff. Second, after takeoff, you can show in the navigation display an additional display, named 5SD. It shows the aircraft altitude and the actual distance in nautical miles from the actual terrain, and also the glide path to follow during the approach phase. On the MSLP star chart, you can see our northeast direction, on the transitway Mutal 3. We are making a leap in our flight, to the last point, TNT, before the flight enters in its crucial stage. After passing this fix, we are entering a loop, that begins over Toncontin Airport. First of all, I reduce speed and the extended flaps as needed. Then gear down. At every fix in this loop I have to change altitude quickly. Other than in my former videos, I chose to show the whole approach to Toncontin, because it has some interest characteristic. There is no ILS approach and landing for this airport. You have to fly from fixed point TG015, to fix point TG011. At this point, you must disconnect immediately the autopilot, while you get the runway in your field of vision. Now it is up to your skill to make a left turn with the right sinking rate and hit the runway as early as possible for using it as full length. There is an additional fix 2 miles away from runway, but I would not rate to use it. I think it is safer to fly the aircraft at this critical phase manually. In my opinion, an HUD visor in cockpit would be optimal for landing on such dangerous airports. If I am not wrong, the Airbus 380 is equipped with it.
$1,000.
sink rate, 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 sink rate. 1,000.
At this point you can see that the flight angle that I chose is a little bit too narrow. This is a situation that demands special trained pilots. As I trained this approach and landing several times, I got a better feeling for achieving a precise landing. The problem that occurs every time during my training was to switch steady between runway view and instrument board. This operation is otherwise that in the real world, where the pilot has only to turn his face, an action that costs crucial seconds of flight control. I am waiting to see how the Oculus Rift will work with X-Plane 10.3. If it works, it will be a real revolution in flight simulation.
Sink rate, 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 sink rate. 200. Sink rate, 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 sink rate.
The transition from autopilot to manual flight happened in the B747 smoothly. You have immediately full control over steering. I am missing this quality in other planes like the Airbus 320neo and the Boeing 777. Generally seen, there is a huge difference between the B777 and the new B747 by comparison of their flight behavior. The Boeing 747-8 is a completely different class and for sure a higher one, at least after my flight simulation experience.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Thanks for watching. If you have some remarks, please let me know about. I will be also glad to answer your questions concerning the route and flight technique, especially about flying the B747-8.